Every Tuesday, some of the best stand-up comedians trying to break into the industry come to Sal's Comedy Hole to do a comedy show and win a contest so that they can be at the Super Bowl comedy stand-up show in January 28th, 2019. Come on by, watch some great comedy as these great star-rising comedians try to break into the industry.
All right, everybody, thank you for your patience. We're ready to begin. All right. It's a comedy show. That was comedy. So I want to let everybody know that we want to thank Bill Devlin again here. Bill Devlin here is our judge. Let's give him a big hand. And let's remember, Big Bill Devlin is the big guy on campus. He's the one who's going to get you the pass to the Hollywood Improv if you do a good set. He's the one that helped you get there, right? So you have to do your part and make him laugh. It's pretty simple. That's all you got to do, right? So remember, this is a sequence. We were doing 10 of these, and then we have a winner last week. Now we're going to have a winner this week. And the winner, anybody who put their name on the bucket to win the $50, we'll have the opportunity to win the $50 and be the second contestant that will be on our Super Bowl show on January 28th. So give yourself a hand because this is what you're trying for. Now, a lot of you go around and do mics just like I do everywhere. The unique opportunity here is that in this opportunity, you can actually win some money, which is nice. And more importantly, you can win an opportunity to get in a bigger show. That's what we all want, right? That's all we practice. Yeah. So come here and do your 3 minutes and make it count. Okay, this is an open mic with an objective to win. Okay, so we're gonna go in the order that you came. So I wanted to make it fair for everybody. So whatever order you came in, this is where we're gonna go. So we're gonna have Cappacino, we're gonna have Galyn, and then we're gonna have Brandan. Everybody understand? Yeah. So let's start. Cappacino Brown, come on the stage. Got 3 minutes.
All right. Man, I didn't know you were gonna be sitting front and center just so I can only see you. That's just beautiful. All right, what's up? How the rest of y'all doing? All right. This is cool. Public transit is just it's not a terrible place to be, because I mean it's one of those places. It's a very social place, man. Like you can always find something on public transit. There's always gonna be music. There's always gonna be food. Maybe not the food you want, but there's always gonna be food. I don't know. Public transit is just a weird ass thing, man. What else? I saw a lady with her phone mounted on her neck. It takes a special kind of dedication to mount a phone around your neck and walk around with that. You a target, lady. But I did peek over her shoulder and I got to finish How to Get Away with Murder. So I guess it worked. I don't know. It worked out a little bit. I don't know, man. You see a lot of stuff, like it's dirty. It's always dirty, bruh. You always see a bunch of rats, and rats just run. You ever notice rats run anywhere? They don't even fucking look. They just run. You ever think rats run into a place and go, who the fuck live like this? This is disgusting, and I'm a rat. All right, that's... You ever think about the perspective from a rat, just life from a rat's perspective? No? I don't know, maybe you should gain some then. All right. Maybe not, fuck it. I don't know, just public anything is just terrible. People are just terrible, that's what it is. You see some stuff on public transit, I don't know. Was that the light?
1 minute, yep.
You lit me with a piece of paper. He just, y'all saw that, right? It was just like hey, this is it, get off the stage. I don't know where to go from that piece of paper, like, that's fucking hilarious. All right, there's the light. You didn't think of that at first? Never mind, don't worry about it. Wow, all right. I'm gonna remember this for so many reasons. Simon Cowell sat directly in front of me. You lit me with a piece of paper that wasn't lit. You should have just set it on fire and threw it at me. Thanks, guys. I'm Cappacino Brown.
Give it up for Cappacino Brown. Well, I have to be honest, I am Mexican, and my Mexican mom will use anything as a belt. Okay, so I just lit you up, okay? Galyn Nash.
All right. So I work at Trader Joe's, and last week a guy died in our bathroom. Cool, nice timing. Did you guys hear about that? No? Huh, that's weird. He was white. Usually that means people care. Maybe it was the way he died. Autoerotic asphyxiation? It's just a cool way to say that he couldn't wait to get home to jerk off. But I was pretty pissed about it. I had 5 minutes left in my shift, and naturally I went to go kill off the last 5 by hiding in the bathroom. I opened the door and he's just tied up to the handicap bar. Like, I had to go tell my manager. I was like, hey, you're not going to believe me right now, but there's a dead dude in the bathroom who just jacked off. And they're like, no way. So we all went, opened the door, and there he was just laying there. We had to close the store. Everybody got to go home early except for me. I had to stay an extra 2 hours and talk to the police, which wasn't fun, which is, they just asked me a bunch of questions like, where was I, and all that stuff, and like, all I did was walk in. Can I go home now? I want to have 2 kids, and secretly I kind of hope like one of them turns out retarded, but not like fully retarded, just like retarded enough to where he'd cut to the front of the line at Disneyland. I feel like I'd always have the advantage too. Like, even in old age, I'd never lose to him. Even if you're having a rough day at work, people would just cut you a little bit of slack, too. And be like, oh, sorry, I'm late. Be like, oh, probably had a rough morning with that retarded kid, eh? Take an extra 30 minutes for lunch. Kids always put you in those awkward situations, though. Like, they'll always ask you any question. Like, my little cousin ran up to me and she was like, hey, Galyn, what's a Kentucky Klondike bar? Like, oh, shit. Well, what do you think it is? And she was like, well, I think it's when you get ice cream from Kentucky. And I was like, oh, well, you're close, but actually it's when you freeze your own shit and then you shove it inside a girl's vagina. You almost had it. Actually, the start to that joke that I missed was you're supposed to, I've heard that when kids ask you a question, you're supposed to just ask them what they think it is and then go from there. But I missed it. I'm gonna just end it there. Thank you.
Give it up for Galyn Nash. I learned something today. Okay, so we have Brandan Bryan up next, and then after that we're gonna have Nanny Raven. Yep. So Brandan, yeah, I'll get it. Brandan.
I was scrolling Netflix earlier today, and one of the top recommended things on Netflix, it was this documentary called Terrorism: Close Calls, and it was basically just a documentary about failed terrorism attacks and how they went wrong. And I was just thinking, that's just like ISIS blooper reels if you think about it. And then, do you think like ISIS, they're watching that, you know, like, you haven't really heard from them recently? You're just kind of on the couch, like retired. Like, hey, remember Muhammad? Like, look, he's on TV, he made it. But no, if like, come on, Netflix, what are you doing? Like a documentary on how a terrorism attack went wrong. That's just a documentary on how not to fuck up. Just don't do what they did, and you're good. Let's see. Did you guys hear the latest Trump headline? Apparently he's beefing with rapper Lil Jon. Did you guys hear this? No, it's true. When Lil Jon worked on The Apprentice, apparently Trump called Lil Jon an Uncle Tom, which is not okay. And of course he denied it. But I was thinking, he's had beef with other rappers before. He's talked with Mac Miller, before he died. He was saying he's going to sue him. Kanye was in the White House recently. And I just feel it. I think Trump is dangerously close to just dropping a diss track, you guys. He's getting a lot of intel. And what would Trump's rap name be? Would it be like Lil 45? Lil 45 or The Donald? I don't know. Let's see. I've never drank alcohol before. Never been drunk. Yeah, got a woo. Nice. I've also never had sex before. I'm a virgin. And when you're a virgin, you've never drank alcohol before. There's a small group of people who you can relate to and be friends with, And it's mostly just middle schoolers. That's my squad, And they actually like me, not just because I buy them Jewel Pods. They actually like me. I'll end on one more. I was homeschooled growing up, and there was actually a school shooting at my home school. And now my parents are dead. No, guys, I'm not a school shooter. I just look like one. All right, thank you.
Oh, somebody's phone's up here? Okay. That's okay. All right, let's give it up for school shooting and moms and dads. So now we have Nancy Raven, then we have Kevin Wolf, and then we have Pedro. So let's give it up for Nancy Raven.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for the new Chipotle cheesesteak. How would you like it?
Nanny's my nickname. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
We just go way back. That's what it is. I broke my phone the other week, so I took it to the Apple store because I have Apple Care because I'm responsible to get fixed. And it's cool, but it was a little bit embarrassing because I trained Siri to call me Mrs. Post Malone. So I was like, I get a lot of anxiety, and I've been trying to meditate to help with my anxiety. And I use this app called Calm, and the app will be like, bring your mind back to the present moment and focus on your breath. But my brain's like, just like bombs, we used to stay in the slums of LA, by the way. Afro Man. Afro Man, get out of my meditation, I think I've gotten stupider as I've gotten older, which I'm sure everyone can relate to. Like, I feel like I literally can't read anymore. Is anybody with me? I can't read. It's, I don't know. There's not much more to that, but a girl from my high school had a baby the other day, and I was like, oh, Ariel, she was that girl with the really pretty smile. And it got me to thinking like, oh, what are people gonna remember about me? Like, oh, Nancy, that girl who would wobble around at parties. She's having a baby. I was talking to my crush the other day. And I was like, oh, I wanna show you a photo of me, like when I looked really cute for Halloween last year. And as I was scrolling to show him, I scrolled past his own profile Facebook photo. So that was embarrassing. That's all. Thanks, guys.
Let's get up from Nancy and Stupid and Babies. I like all of them. All right. So now, Kevin Wolf is up on next, and then we have Pedro. So let's give it up for Kevin Wolf. When you're standing up the
What's up, guys? It's good to be here. I'm originally from New York, so it's extra special to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's cool. I'd rather have you say nothing than anything at all. I started a show off like that in Huntington Beach. Didn't go so hot. I was like, hey guys, I'm from New York. And some guy in the back's like, that sucks. I was like, all right, well, you let me finish. I am from New York, Colorado, okay? Relax. Hell yeah, it's good to be here. California's a cool place, man. This is one of the only places I've ever lived where whenever you leave, everything just seems really cheap. It's like one of my favorite things about living out here is leaving. Everything's cheap. Like, how many of you guys knew DUIs were $6,000 in Arizona? Huh? Anybody? That is the first DUI in my life. I was like, well, finally, there's one out there I can afford. This is awesome. This is right up my alley. What are they, like 20, 25, 30 grand? You guys are getting ripped off, I'm telling you. Like, you're gonna get a DUI, don't do it from Sal's, do it from Phoenix. Holy shit. It's one of the only places you can get a buy 2 beer, get half off a federal offense. It's not a bad deal going on. Yeah, man. DUIs are no joke. You can get a DUI on your bicycle. How is that even? Like, who's giving out tickets on that? Fisher Price? Like, come on, dude. I'm on a toy. Not saying you shouldn't get in trouble. I'm just saying the punishment should fit the crime. Like, if I'm drinking and driving in a car, I get it. You pull me over, you arrest me. I'm drinking and driving on a bicycle, pull me over and give me a wedgie, okay? Like, let the air out of my tires, take my allowance, like, what the hell, you're gonna send me to jail? Why don't we start with Pizza Hut? Jesus. Yeah, man. That's the price you pay when you're having a little bit of fun, I guess. And I have been having fun since about here. Been having a good time. There are actually times I have so much fun, my bank freezes my credit card. You guys ever have that happen to you? That's a good time. The first time that happened, I didn't even think that could happen. I thought between student loans, car payment, rent, I thought I was on the unlimited plan, but apparently not. Apparently they'll freeze it when they notice unusual credit card activity, which is ridiculous, because how does a bank know I have unusual credit card activity? I'm a 30-year-old who skateboards, collects retro video games, rides a moped every day to work, okay? You hadn't noticed Bank of America, all my credit card activity is unusual, all right? Like, what do you think? Somebody stole my credit card to go K1 racing and buy $80 worth of PBR? Really? Like, you don't think I would have done that? Dude, at least if you're gonna steal a credit card, get yourself a decent drink, like a Ballast Point, Sierra Nevada. Don't be on a budget with someone else's credit card, okay? That's my time, you guys. Thank you very much.
So Kevin Wolf, you know I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. It's true. Anyway, so now we have Pedro, and then we have Maddie Hanson. So let's give it up for Pedro!
Yeah, much more people than when I practiced this in the shower, for sure. So, you know, when I was 19 years old, I had in mind what every 19-year-old is always thinking about: booze, video games, and finding the love of my life. And by then, I had already found her. We'd been together for 6 months. I'll tell you the story. We'd been together for 6 months when I was 19. And that's about the right time to know that she's the one. So I decided to propose. But I wanted to make sure it was a surprise. So I decided to do it in my room so she doesn't get suspicious. You know, if I do it in a fucking romantic rooftop, she'll pick it up. And I also had my best friend Michael outside with speakers. He was ready to blast her favorite song, Elvis Presley. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help. That song still gives me goosebumps. Good times. Anyway, so I wanted to be very sure that she had no clue. So as soon as she walked in, I looked at her and said, "We need to talk." And right before I got on one knee, she looked at me and said, "We really need to talk. This hasn't been working in months. We need to break up now. I'm glad you feel the same." I I was about to propose to this woman. I didn't really know what to say after that. And as I was thinking that she said, this hasn't been working in months. We've only been together for 6 months. Maybe this never worked at all for you. Huh. And as I was thinking about that, I heard coming through the window, wise men see. Fuck you, Michael. So she had to ask, of course, is this our song? And I said, nope. I mean, yep, it is. But you know what? It's probably just the neighbors. It's Elvis Presley. It's everybody's song. We weren't original at all. Yeah. You know how it is. You know how's the saying, love dies here but it's born somewhere else. And she said, yeah, you're absolutely right. I heard that saying before. See you never, bye. And all I could think about in that moment was, where the fuck did she hear that saying before? I just made it up. Love dies here but it's born somewhere else. And who told her that shit? Well, anyway, so yeah, worst day of my life, but my friend Michael and I just got the bottle of absinthe that he always has with him and headed to Venice Beach. That's what we did. Did you want to say that? Okay. Thank you very much.
Let's get it up to Elvis. And never, ever, ever. All right, so we have Kevin Wolf? Oh, you went, I'm sorry. So we had Maddie Hanson. I'm so sorry, so dense. Maddie Hanson, I was so sad for him.
You're too tall to be a Pedro. That's not how it works. You're supposed to be smaller with a mustache. I'm tired of getting unsolicited advice from men. I wish they would just go back to touching people, you know? Like, really, my nightmare at this point is being, like, at a party, and I'm drunk, and some guy takes me into a room and locks the door, and he's like, okay, take out a pen and paper. I have some feedback for you on your comedy. He's like, let's go over your finances, little lady. Smile. You look prettier when you smile. And then I'm like, rate me. Get it done with so we can both leave, you know? I'm kind of religious, but I am not spiritual, and you won't hear that in LA ever again. It's funny though, like, there's a lot of like spiritual people here. You know, my best friend growing up, we grew up in the church together, and now she is very like spiritual and new age, and she wants to be a witch, and I'm like, you're too fat to be a witch, but that's just, you should just stay a Christian, you know? I look up different religions. I looked up like the Church of Satan, and like one of their mission statements was like, spread goodwill to humanity, and I was like, well, that sucks. Like, I thought there was gonna be some fun hate here, you know? Guess I'll just stay a Christian and be a gossipy pew mouse, what are they called? Whatever. My mom's very dykey. She doesn't look dykey, but like, her hobbies are very dykey. Like, she used to be a pilot when she was younger, and now she's a day trader. She like trades the stock market. And she just has that like big dyke energy, you know? And I kind of inherited it, you know? The dyke doesn't fall far from the tree, you know? And dykes like rarely fall from trees because they are like excellent climbers. I work in a doll store. Not like the kind of dolls for lonely fat men, but like actual good old-fashioned dolls, you know? My whole day just consists of dads being like, I thought you were one of the dolls. Then I turn my head around 4 times and I pull my limbs out of their sockets. I'm like, am I? I don't know. I'm around kids all the time though, you know, and it's like changed my view on abortion. Like growing up I was very pro-life, you know, and now, I mean, it hasn't changed my view on abortion. I still do think it's murder. It's just changed my view on murder, you know? Like, I'm okay with murder now. Like, that's fine. I'm so dismissive. Get out of here. Sorry. My uncle, he's a schizophrenic, and he lives in a van in Fargo, and he sends us death threats, which, like, I appreciate, because no one writes anymore, you know? So, I think it's really sweet to get a little handwritten note that says, fuck you, cunt. Love, Uncle Tim. Put it in my keepsake box. I think it's sweet. All right, thanks. My name's Maddie.
Let's give it up to Dolls Who Murder. Maddie Hanson. Now we have Monarey Martinez, and then we have Mohander. So, Monarey! Sorry about that.
Uh-oh, 2 girls in a row. You guys are in trouble. I'm not one of those like feminists. Like obviously I'm a woman, I support women. I'm like, don't beat me, pay me, don't rape me. I feel like that's like pretty obvious. I just don't like the kind of feminism that involves math. I'm like, don't make me think. I always like have those girlfriends that are like, do you know that 87% of women feel pressure to look beautiful at all times? I'm like, do you know 100% of everybody hates when you talk like that? Shut up. Or like we'll be at a grocery store and there's like a magazine, there's like a hot woman on the cover, and she's like, this is what I'm talking about. She's like, put a real girl on the cover. And I'm like, that is a real girl. And she's like, yeah, but it doesn't represent us. Most women don't look like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's why she's on the cover. Most women don't look like that. I'm like, when you're hot, you go on the cover. I don't want kids. I think as a white woman, I just know I can buy one day. I'm like, I want the yellow one. To me, kids are terrifying. It's like cancer and then children. But at least with cancer, people are happy for you when you get rid of it. Get out, okay? No, thank you. But I am spiritual because I had an abortion. Oops, no. But I am spiritual. Like I collect crystals, I read tarot cards, all that good stuff. I believe in reincarnation. But the weird thing about believing in reincarnation and having an abortion is I'm like, what if that was my grandpa that I just sent back? Like, just anybody that died. Michael Jackson? I don't know. Keeping it. I didn't. I'm 32 now. It's fine. What did you do today? Just be 32 all day. 32. I'm fine with it. My priorities have changed though as I've gotten older. Like when I was younger, I wanted a career and I wanted a family, and now all I care about is like seeking revenge. Baby mamas and comic book villains and me. We're coming for you. I like call my ex-boyfriend of like 8 years ago all the time when I'm drunk just to make sure he still knows he's wrong. Remember when you hurt me? He's like, yeah, you gotta stop calling. Well, your number's the same, so it's not my fault. I'm single. What? Can you imagine? I don't get it. But I actually enjoy being single. I'm not like one of those cat ladies who like Star Wars or whatever. I get out there. I guess like the best metaphor I could put it as is like, I like to binge out on men. I'm kind of like bulimic when it comes to them. I'm like, ooh, I want that one. I want that one. That one looks fun. And I just hate everything once it's inside of me. Thank you. That was my set. Thank you.
As a gay man, I believe in your bulimia. All right. So now we have Michelle Diangelo and then Ed Roesgen. So Michelle Diangelo.
Well, it is the holiday season, which is also the most racist time of year. It's because truly everyone is tucked away comfortably in their own homes. There's a lot of alcohol flowing, a lot of very questionable things get said. But then you call people out on it later and they deny it. I don't know why. We're all like a little bit racist. Just own up to it. Like I will openly say that I am racist against Asians, but to be fair, all Asians are racist against other Asians. It's like a defense mechanism. Like when you're growing up Asian, you learn to pick a different kind of Asian to shit on so that you can fit in with the white people. They will not know if you just, oh man, that one's driving, huh? But this is to the point where my parents like caught on to it and they were like, we are gonna give our kids the whitest names, Michelle, Vincent, and Anthony Diangelo. We're from Bangkok, like legit from Bangkok, Thailand. Like I grew up playing with like fruit rinds, like turning them into hats and climbing trees and eating fruit and using the pits as marbles, and then swimming in a river so disgusting and terrifying that monitor lizards, which are scary and covered in like poisonous bacteria, will not get into the water. They just hang out on the banks and they're like, no, we'll get one of your toes when you climb out of that. We're fine, we'll wait. Like that level. But so like it's just really, really interesting because I didn't get why they would do that until recently. I met this white girl who was like, oh my God, you're from Thailand? So like, you're a jungle Asian. And I wasn't as offended as much as I was confused because she was from a part in Connecticut where like the local hangout was a Walmart that also sold ATVs. So I'm looking at her like, wait a second, wait. I thought that we are like same, but different. Like, let me explain. You go and pay an Asian to paint your nails. I also go and pay an Asian to paint my nails because I'm not that kind of Asian. But you do blow your boyfriend, but your boyfriend comes to a Thai massage parlor and we also blow your boyfriend because I'm that kind of Asian. Like, you see what I'm saying? Me and you, honey, we're pretty similar. I, just look a little bit more Hispanic for some reason. I don't even look Asian. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Happy holidays. Keep your comments to yourself.
Let's give it up to the women tonight. They came to play the game. All right. I thought you were Hispanic too. Yeah. I'm Asian now. Okay, so now Ed Rosengen. Then we have Samantha Baxley. So let's get Ed Rosengen up.
What's up, guys? So, I'm so lucky. So I have this friend back home, and I feel bad for her because she's been putting on weight recently. And I only know this because she hasn't like confided in me. I know this from the picture she puts online. And she doesn't look any heavier in the pictures on her Instagram. It's just that all of them keep getting taken from an angle that's like progressively higher and higher and higher. It's like drone footage now. She's just like waving overhead. I know that's what's going on. Yeah, that's my friend from back home in Pennsylvania. I live out here in LA now. I got a lot of different friends. Like, I have friends now that get worried that Mercury is in retrograde. It's a legitimate concern that they have. They get freaked out. They're like, Mercury's in retrograde. I'm more worried that Mercury is in my tuna melt. I have a little more practical worry about where Mercury might be. I was hanging out with this girl a couple months ago, and she told me, she said, crystals have energy in them. And she was really hot, so I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, crystals are full of energy, and if you can harness the power inside of crystals, you can feel that energy in your body. And she was really hot, so I was like, all right. And that was the first time I ever tried methamphetamines. And I gotta say, the hot chick knew what she was fucking talking about, guys. Crystals are apparently packed full of energy that keeps you up for 36 hours. I didn't know. Takes a big man to admit that he was wrong, everybody. I was wrong about crystals. Thank you. Thank you. It's part support group here. They say your name before you get up. It's not that anonymous. Pardon that. Thank you. So, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I want to talk about this real quick. My girlfriend right now, she's like a sports nut, and I'm not into sports. Like, I'm not a sports guy. I don't get like the sports mentality. And I realized I didn't get the sports mentality the other day when she was saying she was going to watch a game that had two of the teams that she hates most in the world playing against each other. I was like, why would you watch a game where two teams that you hate Like, you hate them both. Why do you want to watch them play? And she says, because one of them's going to lose. I was blown away. I was like, you got a point there. I'm not a car guy either, but I'm going to leave you on this. I met a guy at a car show that had a replica of the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard, the most racist car on television. And car guys love to say, like, what they got under the hood. And I was like, dude, trying to fit it. I'm like, what do you got under the hood? This guy looks at me, he's like, oh, we don't have to wear the hood anymore. Trump's president now, didn't you know? Anyway, thanks so much, guys. My name's Ed Roesgen. It's hard to pronounce, but easy to remember.
All right. Okay, so that was Ed Roesgen. Give it up for Ed. All right. Keep it going like you want to win the $50. Everybody's coming up and doing a great job. Samantha, you're on deck. So let's give her a chance to come up here. She's been our sound girl, so give her a back for giving us some sound back there. And then we're going to have Myles Ellington. As she's coming up here, go ahead and bring it down. And then go ahead, and then Scott Ebara. So right now, let's give it up for Samantha as she gets herself up here. Sam. Of course, she takes the longest way here. As she's getting here, I'll tell you something, a true story today. True story today. Hold on, I'm going to tell you a true story. Today, I got my dual citizenship. Thank you very much. I'm a Mexican and an American. Except when I got my Mexican passport, they said I don't get to vote. I said, shit, that sucks. Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Sam Baxley, and all of y'all can find me on IMDb. I've got a lot of credits. They're all under Miscellaneous Crew. Yeah, just look for me under Miscellaneous Crew, y'all. Yeah, just, you know, working that pre-made playlist by Mike. So, yeah, I just passed my 1 year living here in Los Angeles. I can't believe it's been that long. Yes, I fucking can. I definitely can. And I've learned a lot in the time that I've been here thus far. One thing I've learned is people do not want to tell you how old they are here in LA. They do not, and they will not tell you how old they are. I cannot tell anyone's age here. 40-year-olds look like they're 20. 20-year-olds definitely look like they're 40. I do kind of understand, though, and it's fine with me. It's that whole, like, narcissism of, like, that's just embedded in human nature, and it's fine with me, I get it. It's like whatever age you are, I feel like you just kind of feel like your age is the best age, and I'm not any exception. My age is the best age, 25. It's the best age. Don't look at me like that. I'm 25. I've been 25 for like 7 or 8 years now, and I fit in great here. And I'll be 25 for, like 10 more years. That's probably gonna be happening. And it's going great for me, so I'm sticking with it. I think it's a good age for me. And yeah, living here has been good. So that's one thing I've learned living here. I think another like LA-ish thing that you kind of hear a lot, and it rings true, is everyone in LA is so fake. And when I first got here, I was like, no, everyone's so nice. Everyone was like, you really can't trust anyone, everyone's so fake. I was like, no, everyone is so nice. But now I'm kind of getting like hip to the drive. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm from Atlanta. Like, I can like throw some shade too. I swear I can, you guys, I swear. But yeah, people here are fake nice. They are very fake nice. There was a girl came up to me the other day and she was like, you're so tall and like, you're so tall and pretty. You're not a model, really? You're like not a model? She's like, you're not a model? You really should like, you really should model. Like you should be on like a model on Instagram. I was like, oh, okay, the shade is fucking real, girl. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's good that we're not being catty. All right, you little short hobbit. You should also be a model on Snapchat, bitch. And you know what? You don't even need that dog filter. Thanks, guys. I'm Sam Baxley. Appreciate it.
Let's give her some time to play some music. All right. Let's give it up for 25 times 2 plus 7. Okay. All right. So that was Samantha, Sam Baxley. I don't know why I say Samantha. Anyway, so we have Myles Ellington, right, and Scott. So let's give it up for Myles Ellington.
All right, thank you. 3 minutes, right?
3 minutes.
All right, it's all good. I'll make this quick. My buddy's using me as an alibi to cheat on his wife. I gotta get out of here. I'll make this quick. She thinks I'm at the Olive Garden, so I'll just be quick. Some good-looking people in here, obviously. I can see that. If any of you are in relationships, I want you to be very careful. I mean, I was in a relationship, and I'm not sure how many of you getting your ass whooped by your ex, or maybe their current girlfriend, but that was my life for quite some time. Anybody been in an abusive relationship before with your lady, man? It's a tough kind of pill to swallow, man. I'm telling you, because you're masculine, you're strong, and then at the same time you're going home and you're pretty vulnerable. It's like I remember the first time, man. She punched me right in the face, man. It was kind of like a eye-opening experience for the both of us. We was arguing about something, and she just cocked back, just gave me a pop, and just stood right in front of me. I kind of just took a moment. And the first thing that comes to your mind when a woman hits you in the face is, man, I think this bitch really likes me. Stick around a little bit, maybe try and work this out. The clarity in your mind's all messed up, you know what I'm saying? But when you're dating a violent woman, man, the signs are there, man. I'm telling you, man. I remember going to a mother's house, man, and seeing baby pictures. She had her fist balled up in the family photos. I don't know. I was like, yeah, violent ass baby. When it happened over to us, man, she had I remember one time, man, we went shopping, man, and we was inside of, we was in Macy's, and she looked at me. It was a row of clothing, and a bunch of mannequins. She said, hey, which one of these mannequins do you think looks the sexiest? Let me tell you the fear that came over my body in that moment, man. I was like, I better pick the right motherfucking mannequin or this bitch is gonna lose her shit, man, I'm telling you. So luckily I found the one that looked just like her, man, but I've been scared to walk into Mervin's ever since, man. I don't even know. Does that place even exist, Mervin's? I think it's a wrap on Mervin's. So, I gotta update my jokes. 80s ass reference. Anyways, I'm a pretty lonely dude. Just kind of hang out by myself a lot, but I went to UCLA, studied school over there. It's not too far from this place. And thank you. There's really no reason to clap. What is that noise anyway? We just slapping limbs together, like this. I wonder where that started. But went to UCLA, and I'm just like any regular dude. You know what I mean? I get nervous just like the next person. I was up late studying one night. It's like midnight. I'm leaving school, kind of walking back home, and it's like no lights on the way home. You know what I mean? It's like just empty, just dark lot. And I'm walking home, man, and I'm getting like nervous, bro. I'm like, man, what's going on, man? Anybody can pop out, man. And I started realizing, man, I'm a 6-foot black man in Brentwood. I'm the threat. Ain't that a... So I started walking with a little more confidence after that, So I'm moving strong. When I see this white lady coming, I just want to ease the situation, you know what I mean? So I kind of look at her, I said, ma'am, can you believe how dark it is out here? Yeah, this is ridiculous. How can they not have any street lights? Yeah. Listen, I normally don't do this. Give me your purse, bitch. I said, give me that motherfucking purse. All right, that's it. Rob that hoe. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Myles Ellington. UCLA, huh? That's great. I'm not going to say it. I have a joke, but I'm not going to say it. In fact, we're going to have Scott, and then we're going to have Vanson. So Scott Ebara. And then we have Vanson. Give it up for Scott.
All right. I know what you're thinking. What's with the vest, McFly? I don't know what to wear this shit. I know, I always feel funny and whatever I wear to open mics. I know, I look like a douchebag ski instructor from an 80s rom-com or something. Stay off the slopes, Peterson! Snow. Now people like look at me sometimes, they're like, man, you don't look very funny. You look like a guy trying to be tough or whatever. It's like, I'm not that tough. My friend told me the other day I look like I jerk off to the sound of my protein shaker. What? What's that about? He also said I look like the first guy to be shot in a school shooting. What? Imagine that. Ha! He's got a Letterman on. Yeah, just empty the fucking clip. Yeah, just cancel the rest of it. I'm out of bullets. It's good. Came here to do what we do. I'm not tough. I would run. I'm really not that good. I learned that actually getting older now that I'm not tough as well because I went to go get a massage the other day. You guys like massages? Cool. I mean, I go with my wife. She totally loves it. And she's like, my wife is tiny. She's like 4'11". She's like, this is fantastic. And, for me, it's like I just trying to stay alive for one more hour. So it's like you walk in, they trick you too. You walk in, ever been in like massage places? Super nice, like Thai massage. You walk in, they have that music. It's like ding, 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 ding. Ocean breeze. Like, this is nice. Walk you down a hallway with candles. Lay you down on that little bed thing. Put your face down on the little toilet seat. And then these little flip-flops walk around. And then they disappear, and you're getting your ass kicked by a demon in flip-flops for 45 minutes. And for my wife, she's like, this is nice. And for me, it's like, I'm 30 minutes in. Should I start fighting back? Or, when they get you like right between the shoulders, that spot right there, and you start making noises like, that's not a natural, that shouldn't feel good. And you're like, God. And they always ask you, how is pressure? And you're like, are you LAPD? Is this an interrogation? I taste blood. I taste cilantro. Are you fisting me? Holy shit, it's like a police confession. You're like, oh my God, I killed Biggie and Tupac. I'm the Zodiac. Nah, John A. Ramsey, get off me. So anyway, I don't like massages. I'm not that tough, all right? That's my time, everybody. Thank you.
Give it up for Myles. Hey, give it up for you guys. You're doing great out here. You're out coming in to win some money and try to get to the Super Bowl. That's great. So let's give up for Myles one more time. And we give up for Vanson. Go, Vanson.
All right, what's up? So, I look pretty young, right? You guys laughed too hard at that. But yeah, I look pretty young, and I attract a certain type of person, So it gets weird when they start to hit on me, right? Like they like buy me a drink, but it's just a juice box, right? That's really offensive, I'm like, that's so disrespectful, dude. I know my self-worth. I'm at least like a Capri Sun at least, guys. You gotta respect the pouch. A lot of Capri Sun fans out here. I like that. I like that a lot. Ever since I moved to LA, I got like some acting credentials, but I'm mostly in like small stuff. It's like it's a small crew. It's like a community project. I don't know if you guys heard about the show. It's called How to Catch a Predator. It's a good show, right? It's a good show. It's weird working on that set. Like every day feels like my birthday. Right? Because the guests keep bringing me gifts, guys. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't know. Oh, right? Like they come in the door, they're all happy. They're like, here's some condoms. I'm like, oh, here, take a seat right here, sir. Here, take a seat. It's okay, though. It's not that bad. I developed some trust issues, though, working on How to Catch a Predator, right? Because I was chatting with this one guy online, and he promised me he would bring me a Happy Meal, with the a special Happy Meal, not like those normal ones, the boy ones that come with the Transformers, Bumblebee. I'm a huge Bumblebee fan. Love
Love it. I'm excited for the movie. So he promised he would bring it to me, but he didn't when he came on set. And I snapped at him, you know. I was like, "What's wrong with you, man?" He's like, "Is Big Daddy 69 even your real name, dude?" Okay, that's my time, guys. Thank you.
Hanson isn't here, is he? I'm just making sure. Okay, so that was Vanson. Give it up for Vanson. Now we have Malik B. Is he out here somewhere? Malik B. Come out and get your coffee. All right, Malik B.
Give it up for all the comics you've seen so far. Very dope for $50 material. $50, dude. I'm feeling good. I just came back from a street fight. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I wasn't in it, but damn, I wish I was. It was so entertaining. It was 2 black girls. You should have seen it. Because you know what I'm talking. Because they all got that one move. It's just I'm gonna grab her by her hair with an offhand and use that other hand to uppercut in her fucking face. You see that? It's beautiful. She won. I don't know. But I thought about it. When the last time we saw a great street fight? And no reason why we gotta bring that back again. Dudes like took these fake tough guys. They don't fight anymore. I can't stand them. Last time I was in Atlanta, I saw these 2 black guys arguing in the store. You thought they was like fresh out of jail body, you know what I mean? So I saw them, they was arguing, and I go outside, they was like, well, what's up? They did that for like 15 minutes. So finally the dude take his shirt off, and then I'm like, okay, they about to get it on. So the dude takes his shirt off, he swings, the other guy ducks and grab him. I'm like, oh, he about to body slam the shit out of him. He grabbed him, and they started kissing. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit about here? What the fuck is going on? Y'all lovers? I was like, what the fuck? Y'all supposed to be fighting. He was like, you want to fight? I'm like, nah, I know plenty of people in the LMAO community. I got nervous. He was like, you laughing out loud? I'm like, no, I ain't laughing my ass off. Man. I don't like white women fight. They too violent for me. White women fight, last time I saw them, a shovel came out of nowhere and they got hit. Do y'all remember that video with the 2 little white girls? Where the fuck did the shovel come from? She was getting her ass whooped. That was some white privilege sorcery. She was like, yo, choose the choice of weapon to get off of her. She was like, then she had precision too. She threw it at her. See, well, girl fucked up that. She run a fly route. She was supposed to run a post and, all right. Mexican women, I love when y'all fight because y'all titties always pop out your shirt. That shit is so, you know what I'm talking about. That's why it's always got a lot of guys crowded like it's a Mayweather fight. We don't care about your health. We just want to see the titties so we can break it up and then just get a feel in. All right. I might be too real for y'all. You gotta bring street fight back, G. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, this is my time? All right, I gotta go. I've been kicked out of plenty of places that look better than this. You gonna play the music on me? The fuck? You played the same song all night. I just wanna let you know you do. You felling right now. The same to switch it up. All right, I'm out here. I'm out of here.
Let me decide.
Give it up for Malik B. I agree with Mexican mamas. I sucked on a titty when I was 1. Haven't sucked on one since. All right. Converted me, all right. All right, so now we have Darius, then we have Justin. So let's get up for Darius. All right, here we go, Darius.
Oh man, yo, clap it up for our host. Clap it up for our host right here. Yeah, let him hear it. This first thing I'm gonna say is not a part of my set, but just something that's been on my heart and I want to share it. I was talking to my homeboy today, and he asked me if I could choose between Melania Trump or Michelle Obama, which one would I have sex with? And it's not even close. Like, I would choose Melania Trump. For real, because like, Melania Trump has shown us that she doesn't care if her man ain't shit. And I don't need the pressure in my life that Michelle Obama would place on me. Like, for real. Like, Michelle would want me to get a degree and wake up before 12. Like, it's just, I don't want that. She would want me to be a better person. I'm not trying. But Melania, she let me sleep till 4 and eat fast food. Like, that's the type of love that I want in my life, y'all. Like, for real, I do. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I've been working out a lot of mental health issues. Yeah, like, as I'm sure we all are. Like, I'm sure we all are. And, like, you know, I've been trying to, like, go to the gym to kind of help out with my mood. And I was in the gym the other day, and this guy came up to me, and he asked me, what is the hardest thing I've ever tried to lift? And I was like, the hardest thing I've ever tried to lift was my spirit. For real, this is rough out here, guys. It really is, it's rough. I don't know, but I'm trying to, like, look at the positives and things, though. I'm trying to be more positive. Like, I got ghosted by a Christian girl, so to make myself feel better, I considered it Holy Spirited. For real, like, it made me feel closer to Jesus, y'all. Like, it really did. Because Jesus was betrayed by Judas, and Julia won't return my text message, so me and Jesus are basically the same nigga. Like, basically, for real. And I call Jesus a nigga because I know he's white and I want him to feel cool. So, like, that's, for real. That's why I call him that. But yeah, but like, in closing, I have been trying to look at the bright side of things. Like, the other night, I went on a date with this porn star, and it was great. It was dope. We had a great time. Thank y'all. Like, we had a great time, and like, towards the end of the date, she was like, I feel like the only reason you're being a gentleman is because you want to have sex with me. And I was like, no, the only reason I'm being a gentleman is because I need a place to stay. That's pretty much.
Give it up for Darius, finding a place to stay. You know what? You guys are doing amazing. Give yourself a hand, clap. I'm going to tell you, this is our last comedian of the night. And I want to say that you guys came to win. Thank you very much. This is how you do it. Every week you got an opportunity to come to win, to step up your game, so that eventually if you win, you can get to the $500 bowl. That's a lot of money, guys. And then last time, Bill was nice enough to give somebody an opportunity to do a set on his show, which he sells out all the time. So that's great at Hollywood Improv. So just keep it up, keep motivating each other, and let's give it up for Justin Elliott.
What's up, y'all? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't come for the $50. I came to get some stage time. Just like I'm sure a lot of comics do. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, I think it's time for us to let white people say the N-word. And when I say us, I mean black people, obviously, because, you know, you guys don't say it to yourself. Well, I don't know. But, it was crazy. I was over there playing basketball the other day, and I got into an altercation with a white fella, and in the midst of the conversation, in the midst of the argument, he was like, you know, what you want to do, nigga? And then I was like, hold on, that's my line. If anybody's supposed to have that line, that's supposed to be something that I was supposed to say, but then he was kind of, you know, he kind of meant it more than I did, so I was like, yeah, you can go and have that word. Yeah, you can have that. You can have that, because I'm not trying to get my ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? I just been in the gym 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'm not ready for physical altercation as of yet, you know what I mean? Just found out as well, my favorite coffee shop has closed down. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man, I was really messed up when I found out that it closed down, because it felt that I was closer to white privilege, you get what I'm saying? Because, you know, because you find a nice coffee shop, but that's a nice rapport, a nice relationship that you build. The coffee shop closed down, moves in a black coffee shop.
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not biased against my own race. I'm not, racist or anything like that. But I don't think that they could run a coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? I don't think black people could run a coffee shop. So I call it get them closed down. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in them. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe in them. I feel like it's some forgery going on. I come to realize when it comes down to where I live, I have a roommate. Just moved here to LA as well. I have a roommate because I didn't know that the rent would be Lakers season ticket prices every month. Oh, you realize? Okay, you realize that too. I thought it was just me. But at the same time, I have a roommate, and I realized with having a roommate, I got to stop watching porn because I'm screaming too loud. And he think it's somebody else in their house, but it's just me and the anime. Anyway, I'm glad y'all liking this because my last set they weren't feeling this at all. I guess they was deaf. It was in a room full of deaf comics. Bless you, sir. Recently got caught cheating on my girl. I'll leave you guys on this. I felt like it was a lot of dishonesty both ways in the event. Obviously, I was dishonest because I got caught cheating. That's a small detail. I felt she was dishonest when she found out she didn't let me know that she knew, and I don't like that. I felt like that's sneaky, right? Whatever. I'm Justin Elliott. Be cool.
Oh my God, you guys came to win. This is what I like, okay? Well, first of all, I want to give everybody a big hand. Thank you very much for coming to play. And we're going to give Bill a couple minutes to think about what he wants to do because I let him decide this completely. So please don't beat me up in the alley if I don't win, okay? But that's okay because I have the $50 right now, so I know I'm safe, okay? Here we go. That's $20. That's not the right one. Sorry. Hold on, I got it. I promise. And so remember, this gets you into the Super Comedy Bowl, and that means that you can win the $500. I can find the $50. I hope I didn't. Did I give somebody $50 for change? Hold on, I have it. I promise. Yeah? I didn't go up. Oh, you didn't go up? Oh, wait. So why didn't you get up? Oh, no, that's right. Okay, sorry guys. We do have one more, Mohander. And I'm going to find that $50 in my pocket. He did pay it. Oh, I got it, the $50 too. That's my good luck charm. All right, Mohander. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? They were about to give my $50 to somebody else. If Jesus ends up getting too drunk and has one too many, should he still take the wheel? It's about to get darker, don't worry. You want to know what this is? This is how tall my nephew would have been if he wasn't in New York City during 9/11. Oh. Come on, make some noise. Don't worry, guys, he's not dead. That little bastard's healthy as a fucking pony. But speaking of dead people, though, my grandmother was such an inspiration to me and my siblings. She died doing what she loved, which was telling us all how much she hated our mother. Speaking of mothers, a mother was charged with sex trafficking her own disabled teen. Quite a way to teach your disabled teen about equalities. Guess what I found out? That parts of Anthony Bourdain's suicide did go unknown. I'm gonna give that one time and I'm gonna let that one breathe because Anthony can't anymore. So, John McCain died? Like, what the fuck? Like, didn't anybody tell him that advice was for Trump? I fucked up on that one, didn't I? Saw a lot of brown people in the audience, so. Let's talk about a few more famous people. Any Rihanna fans in here? Rihanna fans. Work. That bitch. I love Rihanna, really do. But I've been noticing that she has a really big forehead, though. I'm guessing some swellings never do go away. I got a minute left. I hate my ex-girlfriends, but I would never, ever wish hell when they die. Because I know I'm going to hell when I die. And I don't want to just see them. They look good though, but I am the best boyfriend in the world though. So just last night, my girlfriend wakes up with a really bad pain in her stomach. I didn't hesitate. I quickly helped her up, got her to the car, and drove her straight to the abortion clinic. Here's another abortion joke to end it then, since that one didn't work. You guys heard in the news about the Utah couple that stated their toddler shredded $1,000 in cash that they were saving up for football tickets? Well, did the couple know they would have only had to spend half that for an abortion? Thank you.
That's the way you go for it, my friends. Go for dark. Go for it. All right. Okay, so I did find the $50, thank God. Okay, so my senility isn't completely there, just halfway there. There it is. So, Bill. So if you win, when you win, please stick tight because I want to take some pictures on the camera, my camera, instead of just a video, okay? So Bill, come up. I always let Bill do this, and he can do it any way he wants. He can pick one, he can pick a couple, and then pick one. He can do what he wants. This is Bill's time, so let's give him that. He'll give you some little bit of notes real fast. And I want to tell everybody that I'm thinking it's great. The quality of you guys coming every week is getting better because you guys really want to win this, and I think that's awesome. So go out and practice those mics, hit it hard, and come here to play to win, okay?
All right. You guys put on a great show here tonight. Yeah. It was, holy crap. I mean, it's really, it's, I got to hand it to you guys. Most of you had, you guys had great stage presence and jokes. You guys had fantastic, I was laughing. It was really good. It's so good that I still don't even know who won, to be honest with you. There's like 8 people that I really, really liked. Everybody was good. A general note, watch pacing around. A lot of you are really well grounded, great delivery, great stage presence. Jesus Christ, I have to pick one of you guys. Now I've got it down to 2, and I can tell you who it is. The 2. I'll tell you the 2 is. You didn't win, so don't get excited if I say your name. Maddie Hanson. And Darius. Is that how I say his name? Darius? You guys were... What's that?
His last name is Culpepper.
Darius. Oh, Darius. Okay, see, Mike says your names and I can't understand it sometimes. Darius, so...
So you want them to come up or do you want them to...
Darius, it's you and Maddie.
Why don't you both come up?
Yeah, why don't you guys both come up? One of you... Let's put it this way. Whoever didn't win tonight is probably going to win a different night. So, yeah.
Come on.
And you were delivering that, and I'm not saying I didn't even remember because. All right.
Yeah, go up. Let's have her come up.
Okay.
It was so good. All right. You guys, I gotta say, there's 8 of you. Any 8? There's 8 people tonight, so I gotta pick one of you. There's 8 people tonight that could have won this thing, and it was really just by hairs. But I'm gonna give it tonight. I'm gonna give it to Maddie.